Hello, everyone. John Frausto with TopspinTennis.com. In this video, I'm going to do an analysis of Novak Djokovic's backhand. I feel in my mind probably one of the top three two-hand backhands in the world. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and go over some of the commonalities that he has with some other players and some things that truly make this stroke unique. So let's go ahead and let's watch the video. Hope you enjoy it. All right, currently he's in the ready position and he's going to be prepared to receive the ball. I've had two angles here. The first one is just from the side, and the other angles from the front side. Currently split stepping. What's interesting too, what I found when I watch him is he's usually in his forehand grip when he's going to receive the ball, and then he'll make the adjustment where he'll adjust with both hands. So both of them make the adjustment to get into the two-hand backhand position. Looking at the grip, let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. He is in a continental grip with the bottom hand, and then the top hand or the drive hand or the left hand is in a semi-western grip. So that position gets him into a strong position. He's able to drive the ball and impart topspin as well. So that's usually the grip we're seeing for most two-hand backhands, where the non-dominant hand or drive hand is in a continental grip, and then the top hand would be in a semi-western grip. Here's one thing that truly makes his stroke not unique per se, because Rafael Nadal does the same thing. But notice how, as he starts to receive the ball, how he takes this unit turn, and notice how his racket angle is closed. This is one thing that we don't see a lot. At the beginner level, they will set the blade for the most part and have it just perpendicular to the court. So it's more level and a more level position. But if you notice here, notice how Djokovic he closes that racket angle down. I like that position. You'll see some of the players do that as well on the forehand side where they're palm down. So something to emulate. Now, with that being said, closing that racket angle like that, the face will naturally, should open up naturally. You know, if he tried to hit the ball with the racket face in this position, we know where the ball is going to go. It's going to go right into the net. So you'll see how he'll square up to the ball as he makes contact. But that palm down position, or this position where the face is closed, is something that he does. Nadal does it as well, but a lot of pros don't do it. They're not closing the face as much as he does. All right, so here's the unit turn. Love this position. One thing I want you to notice as well, as when he takes this racket back, I call this a pendulum position where the hands are low. Racket will come back high, and then he'll bring it back through low to high. So that pendulum position, it's great for timing, and actually too, by rocking those hands back slightly, then he utilizes gravity coming back through the swing. I'd be interested, do you use a pendulum position like he does, or are you doing more of like a loop where you're making that C with the hands? I really like this pendulum position. I think it's very efficient, it's very smooth, and helps with the timing. Here's the shoulder turn, the full shoulder turn in this position. Notice here how his chin is over his shoulder. So very strong position here. And then the other thing I want you to notice is look at the athletic base. Look at the athletic base, how he's over his feet. He's very balanced. One thing that the pros do better than anybody is they're over their feet. In this position, I've talked about this before, he could balance a book on his head. That's how steady they are, right? When the head is steady, that means the eyes are steady. It's easier to focus on the incoming ball. So something to keep in mind and emulate like the pros. The other thing too here in this position, so when he loads, he's going to load on that. He gets on that back foot here. Notice how the majority of the weight is on the back foot. I call that the 90-10 position, where they load on the back foot. And then what he's going to do here is he's going to transfer his weight forward and transfer the weight from the back foot to the front foot. Watch again. So gets in this position here. This is that loading phase. 90% of his weight is on the back foot, 10% is on the front foot, and then here's the golden position here. The racket head is above the hands. Solid position here. Notice in this video too, on this side here, notice how that racket angle is still slightly closed, right? Racket head is above his hands. Just a signature position here before he's ready to move forward into the ball. The other thing too is, let's just look at how compact the swing is. I mean, at these levels, when the ball's coming in at 80, 90 miles an hour, you don't want a lot of movement. Less is more in this position. So notice Djokovic here, good unit turn. The hands really don't move much. It's from here, a little bit of a pendulum. Racket head is high. And then there's the racket drop position. Notice how they've switched. Now the hands are above the racket head in both positions. So that motion there where the racket head was high, and then what he's going to do is, as he goes forward, those hands switch positions, right? So the top hand was, the drive hand was on top, racket head is high, and then he'll drop that as he goes. So you got to stay real relaxed with that position. Racket head is below the ball in this position, and then look at the swing path. This is where he's going to come in from low to high on the ball. So signature position here as well. Notice the weight transfer here in this position. Now he has about 90% of his weight on the front foot and 10% on the back. So we've made that transition there as well. Very balanced yet. This is one frame before the contact. Notice the acceleration here. I mean, this is one frame, so he has not made contact yet. And then there's contact. The ball's coming off the strings. The contact point for the most part is going to be off that front foot. Perfect position to find that ball. Find that contact point right off that front foot. Look at in this position here too, how he's in that straight arm position. Racket head is going to start to extend out. So he has fairly good extension. One thing that we don't see here, he is going up and across the ball, because he started below that ball. By going up and across the ball, he gets good feel. He's still extending somewhat, but by going up and across, he's able to generate topspin and power. There's the extension here. Weight has transferred onto that front foot, and then there's the finish. So beautiful finish over the shoulder. Notice too how his hips and shoulders now are squared to his target. So he has rotated and finished across his body. So I hope this helps. It's a master class on the two-hand backhand. You know, I think if you're going to take anything away from this video, simplicity is power. Keeping things simple. I love that little bit of a rocking or that pendulum position. His hands stay low. They really don't go past his left hip very much. And he's able to find that ball, and just the repetition and, you know, doing that over time, you're going to have a phenomenal backhand. But keep it simple. I hope you enjoy the video. Don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button below. And look forward to producing more videos in the future. Take care.